So yes, real quick, what I need to have done is if you see this halftone background, I need that to be in all cart pages. Also, he doesn't like when you roll over this cart is small. He wanted the cart and the menu burger a lot bigger, and possibly to write menu on top of the menu burger, um, similar to this. So if you see how this is, he kind of wants it like that. This theme is salient that I'm using. Uh, and of course, he only wants that to happen on mobile. Also, when he shrinks this down, this happens. The header. So there's some issue going on. Like that's what he wants. But he's getting this on an iPad. So this little thing could be a possible issue. So he wants back to the cart. He wants these in orange, and he wants these to be bigger, a little bit bigger, and the words checkout and view cart a little bit bigger. He just says if it's like these letters a little bit bigger. So basically you got to think older people, 60 years old. Is it going to be easy for them to read? When you click buy now, this needs to be black. This is actually going to be white. This needs to be branded to the other pages. There is a footer image in there. I really don't care about the mountain footer image. We can do that later, but I at least want to get these background tile black and just like this, just like that. And this is an image. This is an image actually sitting butting up right against the footer, and these things for some reason are stretching out. I'll fix that. You don't have to worry about that, but I noticed that that's happening. But maybe later there's an easier way to put these in line with having them like if we have to design a special footer of some sort and make this a widget area, because when you shrink these, when you go like this and shrink these, you'll see what happens to the well, they do this and move off to the side. Let me see if it's doing it here. So no, see how they do this? They stack. I don't want that to happen. So maybe that's later. The more important things is the shop experience. So let me reopen this back up, and let's go to buy now. Okay, the description is here. You can see it. It's all in white. So once this is black, that's fine. And we'll work on that. And when you click onto the product, like this 650 needs to be white. The price needs to be more legible. And add to cart, the words add to cart are too small. That button's way big in the add to cart, and this description doesn't even match that. If there's a way to get this description tag out of there and just have the product description there, I mean I guess that's fine. It just doesn't. I need the description and the reviews to read like this, to have that font. And I think that font is Bangers, Google font. All right. And so he also wants to, like, instead of, like, okay, if I hit add to cart, it refreshes and takes me here. I would probably like for it to go to the cart and says continue shopping. Or maybe there's a fast checkout thing that we can do. I noticed he said that. So when he hits add to cart, then they're not going to order any more products. So once they hit add to cart, I want it to proceed immediately automatically to the checkout page. And if they want to continue shopping, then there should be a continue shopping button. All right, so this, I really don't like these. I want these lines to be thicker. They're too thin for me, and this needs to be white instead of gray. All of this. And even when I do this and like change it, that happens. Did you see how it just did that? I'm wondering why it's doing that. I'm wondering why these things are joggling. So if I come in here and I try to edit that, you see the payment options and that do that. I'm just trying to figure out why that is. This place order is really small. Like all these wordings and the buttons need to be bigger, and I want all the buttons to be orange. Gray to orange. I want this to be orange to gray or whatever. And this background should have the dots. I don't want this to be blue, have a coupon, returning customer. I need these to be orange. Or like light gray, not as so much standing out. And maybe even just clean this up more organized. So maybe it's 2 blocks. Maybe there's a returning customer, and then this have a coupon is over here. Maybe the have a coupon is right here, and then over here on the side on a 1/3 is like returning customer. Click here to log in. However, this to me is too small. Like these need to be a little bit bigger. This down here is fine. The coloring is fine here. And there needs to be space below this ship to a different address. Now, I do have that Visual Composer builder, so if you think you could use that and get more control out of it and create the pages themselves, it's a pretty cool thing. And you just set up a template, and then you set it to private, and then it'll load that page. You just load that page. You can look at the marketing on that, but I might do that later. Also, I want to know that this, every time I update, it's going to keep the same stuff, so I'm going to activate the child theme. Right now, probably I'm going to activate the child theme, so like hopefully that doesn't mess up anything. But I want to make sure that these updates that you're doing, the CSS updates that you're doing, will happen every time I do an update. So that's pretty much it. Oh. No, that's it. That's it for now. Like, if you can just get the cart issues that I said, like bigger lettering and, you know, bigger wording. This is way too small. Apply coupon, all this. And that line, all the form lines are way too thin. Like, it's kind of thick and cartoony, so I want to make it look that way. If you have any questions, please ask me.